going on, guys? Jesse here again, dropping another review. The review I actually chose to do is from the House of Creed, which is my favorite fragrance from the House of Creed, which I did a scent of the day birthday scent of this fragrance, and that is Tabarome. As y'all know, this is my favorite fragrance from the House of Creed. A lot of people ask me, why, why do you not choose Aventus? Why do you not choose, GIT, something like that? To me, this it smells of luxury. It just has such a relaxing vibe to it, and just so pleasing to me. This fragrance was actually designed for a British statesman who had an obsession with fine cigars and brandy. And when I actually smell it, it reminds me, of somebody that is, into luxury, that is sitting, in a study, with brandy and fine cigar, just kind of kick back, by a fireplace, kind of real dim lights. Basically the only light that's showing is, from the fireplace. That's the picture that I get when I smell this. And I like fragrances that, paint a picture, because fragrances are art. Fragrances are like poetry. They have, a top, a middle, and a bottom. And that's what makes, this so, interesting on when you find all these different fragrances. In a fragrance that, actually, you can see something into it. And I know it sounds weird, and a lot of people will be like, what is this guy talking about? But that's what I get out of this fragrance. And it's rare that you get something like that. And that's why this one, I really enjoy. But this fragrance, if I'm not mistaken, the British statesman that they were referring to was Sir Winston Churchill. Of course, everybody has probably heard of him, in history class and things of that. But to me, that's one thing I really like about Creed. There is a history behind it that, it does have to do with royalty. And, that's what makes Creed, kind of stand off from, some of the other houses. This fragrance was actually released to the public in 2000. The notes that I get is you get the mandarin, and you get ginger, and you definitely get the tobacco. The tobacco in this is really soft and just not harsh, where some of the fragrances that you get that has tobacco notes in it are, just real pungent. But this one's not. It's just real smooth, like a fine cigar. Some other notes that you get in it is leather and bergamot. And this fragrance, like I said, is by far my favorite from the House of Creed. I will always keep this in my collection for the simple fact that, it is my favorite, unless they decide to, discontinue it. And if they discontinue it, then I'm going to be pretty heartbroken over it. But like I said, just wanted to drop a quick review to you guys. If y'all got any questions or anything, feel free to contact me. PM me. If you would, comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. I've got more to come, so keep in touch. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. See you.